you got kids. Clap it up if they're old enough to move away. Now clap it up if they didn't. My fucking kid went away to college, got a degree, came back and became a snowboard mechanic. Still lives in my house. I know, I didn't even know that was a fucking career option. I need to go back to school myself. This is fucking incredible. Snowboard mechanic. Yeah. Huh? I'm not a snowboard mechanic. You can't ask me that. I don't fucking know. There are things that get tweaked.
I understand that. That's true.
I don't know though.
Snowboard?
I hear you, man. Let's move on to skis, okay? Snowboard mechanic's a real deal job, though. All right.
My kids are assholes.
If it wasn't for the tax deduction, nobody would have kids.
Amen.
I'm a firm believer in that.
That is true. You got a point there.
I'm still looking for a volunteer to get up here and hold the board so I can chop a board in half.
Old Rob will.
You want to come up? Come on up. Let's do this. Walk in. God damn it. I knew I was going to get to do this. What's your name?
My name is Elizabeth.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kathy.
Since there's no board and he's probably
I got a board. I got a board. This is new technology. It is an I-beam for an ant farm. Hold that up. You ready?
I don't think you can.
Knife hand. Hold it tight. Hold it tight.
Right.
Knife hand right here. Ready? See, she didn't hold it. Son of a bitch, I didn't even break the stick. Fuck, way to make a handicap, you dude, feel fucking retarded.
I'll sign that for you later.
I don't want you to sign.
No, I'll sign that for you later.
Shit. I need a better volunteer. Any better volunteers out there?
I need a stronger man.
Come on up, man. I'm gonna break this fucking I-beam.
Hey,
Hold it up. Don't tell them what it really is. They don't even know.
Hold it tight.
Knife hand. Hey, yes. Son of a bitch. That hurt my hand. Ow! Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Lakewood, New York, via Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. One of my favorite people on this planet. Paul Clemente. Make some noise. Break that board, man. I just love this song. How's everyone going? Thanks for coming out tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys up here.
You're welcome.
I am 1/5 of Karate Sleepover. Yes, I know I'm too old to have this haircut. I did it anyways. I asked for the Roger from Doug, and that's what they gave me. So what's special about tonight is that we are a local comedy group. We are all from here. We're all around here. Right?
Yeah.
Right now, all of you guys are part of the scene here. The National Comedy Center's opening, and we are the local guys here. We are the scene here in Jamestown. So this is going to be pretty special.
You guys ready for some jokes? You guys ready for some jokes?
Hell yeah!
All right, cool. Can you guys hear me? I'm being pretty chill right now.
Yeah, you are.
Good. So most of you guys are from here, correct? Everyone knows Wegmans? Right? Nothing for Wegmans. Usually I say Wegmans, and people are like, fuck yeah, they have really strong opinions about Wegmans.
They have awesome bathrooms.
They do. They have awesome everything.
Sushi.
Absolutely. We'll get to that.
Sushi. Yeah, he's right. Sushi.
We'll get to that. I enjoy it. I remember, that's my favorite part about about moving here, was Wegmans. I take people from out of towns to Wegmans every time. It sounds silly, but if you guys have been to Wegmans, you guys understand. I remember the first sub I ever had from Wegmans, about the same way I memorized the first time I ever fell in love. I was working over at Lobster at the time, and I got off my shift, and I first moved here from Pittsburgh, as Rob said. And I remember getting there at 8 o'clock, and I walked in to the sub shop, and everything was shut off, everything was dark. And I walked in, and I made eye contact with the lady behind the sub shop, and I go, no, I'm sorry, cool, I get it, you're closed, I don't want cubes in my food, so I'm cool, I'm ready to go. And she goes, no, don't worry, honey. She starts unwrapping everything. She starts turning on the ovens. She takes out all the pickles. And she goes, you look hungry. I don't know if that was a slight at me, but you know what? I enjoyed that song. I was very happy with it. I wasn't mad at her at all. And I wish that Wegmans, I wish that I was as dedicated to anything like Wegmans was, as the Subway was to keeping that extra meatball off my sub. I wish I had that much tenacity. I order a meatball sub at Wegmans, and I see that extra meatball hiding in the sauce up there, and I get excited. It never gets past the vegetable person ever. I've seen them take it off and throw it away before they give me that extra sub, or that extra meatball on my sub. And that's the huge difference between the dedication and love and commitment to quality of Wegmans than Subway or Walmart. I fucking hate Walmart. No one ever says they want to go to Walmart. They say they have to go to Walmart. No one ever says, I really want to go to Walmart and kill a little bit of time. They say they have to go to Walmart. You can't even smile at kids at Walmart. I was there for an oil change once, and I'm walking by, and I see this kid with a pinwheel. And the mom's blowing the pinwheel, and the kid's losing their fucking mind. Just having a great time. And I'm a dad, but sometimes I forget how terrible children are. And I got caught up in a moment. I saw this kid just loving this pinwheel. And I'm walking by, and I smile. And the mom looks at me and goes, "Oh, no." And takes her kid and just scoots him away. What did I do? Fuck off, right? So I go in my pocket, and I check to see how much time I have left, and I realize my zipper was down. But there's such a huge duality between Wegmans and Walmart. Like Wegmans has delicious sushi made by real Asian people. Walmart has a shoe graveyard. Have you ever seen the shoe department at Walmart? People buy new shoes and they just leave their old shoes behind. Like they're shedding skin like a snake. And there's just a pile of dirty, disgusting shoes just down the line. Wegmans has $5 meals. Does anyone have the $5 meals at Wegmans? They are fantastic. It's real food. Like if you don't know how to cook, like, I'm 38 years old. I don't fucking know how to cook for myself. But you can go up there and get a $5 meal. It is real food. If you go there enough, the lady will heat it up for you. If you go there enough, the lady will let you call her mom. While she's heating up the food for you. And it's delicious. It is delicious. Walmart, when I came back from my oil change, they had a guy sleeping in a tire. In his uniform. And I don't know if he was on shift or off shift, but I could guarantee you his productivity would have been exactly the same. Wegmans has free beer samples on the weekends. You guys ever go there on the weekends? They usually have a guy from Southern Tier. He'll tell you everything about every beer ever. He'll be like, where the hops came from, what's the difference between a lager and a stout. He'll tell you everything, and you can just sit there and sample beer all day. And Walmart has a bunch of shirts, just strong opinions about Mondays on them. And one of my favorite things, when my kids were younger, they had something called W Kids. And that's a place where you can actually drop off your kids at like a playground while you can go shop. So you can shop with a clear head. And what's weird is like they ask for your driver's license there as collateral. And I always feel like if you're going to leave your kid at fucking Wegmans, you're not going to care how legal it is to escape and leave your kid there forever. You're not going to care at all. But this place is amazing. It is clean. They have this like enthusiastic young lady, and they teach them things, and they have markers every color of the rainbow. They have a gallon of disinfectant. They have something educational on TV, and it's wonderful. And you get to go shopping on your own. You have free time. You're not slapping sugary cereals out of your cart every 2 seconds and saying no candy, no gum, no Fruit Loops. You have time. Did you know Wegmans has 8 different kinds of mustard? I didn't know that until I had all that fucking free time on my hands. I had no idea. It was great. And so when I was done shopping, I was clotheslining myself. So when I was done shopping, I go to get my kids. And I see them coloring with some other kids. And they're all working together on one picture. And it was really sweet. There was 4 kids, and they're all coloring one picture together. And again, I forgot how terrible children are. And I kind of got lost in the moment. I'm staring at them. And the other parent comes up behind me, and I see her smiling on my periphery. She nudges me and she goes, well, which ones are yours? And I go, well, I haven't decided yet. It took me 30 minutes to get my children back after speaking with 2 managers. But you know what? That was the right move. I'm not mad at Wegmans. Thank you, John. You're fantastic. And I think my kids are cool. I got 3 kids. 12, 11, and 9. And I think they're going to be good people. Despite me having me as a father, I think they're going to turn out all right. I really do. I really do. And do we have any people with like really, really young kids, like for the first time? Anybody? Yeah. And what do you think when you have those first kids? Or even when your significant other's pregnant? You think, this kid's going to change my life, right? I'm going to stop drinking. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to change my whole lifestyle. This kid is the alpha and omega of my existence. This kid is my reason to live, my reason to be a better person. This kid will change everything. Now, who in the room has kids older than 1? How long does that last? Maybe like a year, and then you're just like, just fucking leave me alone. I am so goddamn sick and tired of hearing about Pokemon. I cannot handle that anymore. Please, for the fuck's sake, stop. Just please stop with the Pokemon. So what I started doing, when they were at a very young age, I started lying to them. only for the fact to keep me entertained. Like I used to tell I tell my kids all kinds of lies. We tell kids, shots don't hurt. Shots fucking hurt. I had to give blood at work the other day. They had to give me a juice box and tell me I was brave for 20 minutes. I used to tell my kids that the smoke detectors were cameras in the house. And I don't know if they still believe it or not, but I'm letting that one slide. One day I'll tell them that there's no French fry tax. I just want your French fries. And I don't think I've ever heard the dog fart. Ever. Every single fart has been me. I did all of the farts. For those who know me, they're like, yeah. You guys are fantastic. I'm not tired, guys. I'm drunk. I don't have a bad knee from high school. I'm just tired of getting beat at hockey in the driveway. And you don't have a good eye. You just really suck at T-ball. I'm sorry. I used to tell them they were adopted. No, I don't. Therapy's too expensive for that. Like, I can imagine them talking to the therapist when they get older and they go, well, Vinny, if your dad was alive today, what would you tell him? And they go, well, I'm sorry I cremated you, Dad. I really thought you were dead. And that's all the shit I get away with now. When they were younger and they didn't know anything, it was exponentially worse. When we were outside playing and they'd hear the ice cream truck, and if they were cool, they would get ice cream. But if they were shitty, I'd go, hold on. Let me listen, guys, before you get too excited. And I'd listen. I go, nope. That's just the ambulance. They're playing music for sick kids today. No ice cream. And what's one of the most magical things when you have a kid? What's one of the biggest milestones your kid can have? Anyone? This is your part of the show, everybody. You paid money. Cell phone. That's a little bit up there. I mean, when they're first born. Walking's good. Not what I'm looking for. First word. When they say their first word, it's so magical. Both of my kids said dad first because I'm fucking awesome. And their mom is too busy filling her mouth with internet dicks to raise them correctly. That's for you. But anyways, it's really cool for a little while when they say their first word, but that wears on you so quick. I used to tell my kids they only had 100 words to use for the entire day. If they ran out of 100 words, their tongue would fall out of their head. And they couldn't talk anymore. They had 100 words for the whole day. And that was it. And they'd panic, and they'd come in and they'd be like, Dad, 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 Dad. And I would just go, 1, 2, 3. And then they panic. They don't know how much 100 is. So they're like, okay, you're busy. I'm out of here. And then sometimes they go, Dad, how many words do I have left for the day? And they go, well, 7 less than what you had before you came and asked me a question. I also used to tell my kids, and this is fucked up, that the sun wouldn't rise the next day if they didn't go to sleep. And that was funny to me, but how fucking heavy is that to put on a kid? The Earth's entire energy source, heat source, light source is on their backs, whether they want to hear Goodnight Moon one more time or not. That was their responsibility. And when I'd leave, and they'd go, Dad, I would just point at the window. And they're like, that's up to you, man. That is up to you. If you want that sun to come back out. Can you imagine, like, Paris, France, outside of a cafe, and there's a guy smoking, and it's noon, and it's pitch black. And he's smoking, and he goes, Sacre bleu! C'est la fonte pour la gueule! He wouldn't speak English just for that joke. He's French. I'm having a good time up here. But it's so weird, like when they're young and they need your resources all the time, and you just need time to yourself, And my oldest daughter is 12 now. And I don't know if any of you have like the preteens or anything like that. They don't want fucking anything to do with you at all. They're up in the room, they're Snapchatting. I don't know what the fuck they do up there really. I'm old and I have no idea what they do. But they're up there and you want their attention at that point. And there was one day my daughter came downstairs and I was like, holy fuck, you've been up there for 12 hours. And she goes, Dad, can we go to Starbucks? I want one of those unicorn frappuccinos. And I was ecstatic. And she could have said, can I go to my dealer's and pick up crack? And I would have tripped over my shoes to get her there just to spend a little bit of time with her. And she goes, can we go to Starbucks? And I said, absolutely, sweetie. So we go to Starbucks, and she wants one of these unicorn frappuccinos. And of course, she's at the point where she's just embarrassed of anything I do ever. And so we get there, and she orders, and I order, and they ask what name they want on the cup. And my daughter goes, Lexi. And they're like, what's your name, sir? And I'm like, Dad. She's like, now you're dead. I'm Dad, right? So she gets her cup, she gets her drink, and I got a hot drink, so it took a little bit longer. And we're sitting in the corner of Starbucks. And the guy looks around, and he looks at the cup, and he goes, Dad! Dad? Dad? I'm looking for Dad! And he was your dad? Obviously he has some issues. But thank you so much for coming tonight. That is my time. I'm Paul Clemente.